go. Hey everybody, I'm Jeremy with Full Sit Dog Training.
Desi here with Highwood Heel, and today we're going to take you along with us on an average training session.
Done.
All right, so this little puppy is about 5 months old. His name is Apollo. His family just built them this play yard, and normally he gives her a pretty hard time getting in there. He pulls back, he hits the brakes, she's kind of got to drag him. He didn't give as much of a fight in this little clip as normal, but I think that's because we were out there and he probably knew something fun was coming. But you'll see here she's kind of got to shove him back a little bit. He wants to come right back out. So we're going to work on trying to get him going in a little more nicely for her, less frustrating. Right here, though, I'm going to show her when is the appropriate time to open the gate, and it's not when the dog is trying to charge out. It's not when he's clearly excited and, going to knock you down. He's only 5 months old now, so when he gets a little bit bigger, this behavior will be a major problem. We want to stop it now. And kind of all I'm doing is just waiting him out. Door's kind of open. The body language I was giving him kind of told him to stop. He eventually, he knows me. We have a little bit of a relationship already, so he kind of just gave in and laid down for me. Now I'm going to show her how we take him in. I'm keeping him a little closer to me than she did. So we had her reel him in a little bit. And a lot of encouragement on the way in. Really, it was just... Here I'm trying to show her what happens if you're all the way at the end of the leash, but he still cooperated, so that didn't work. Normally, she's all the way at the end of the leash and he's back there hitting the brakes. But with me, he kind of just followed me right in. So now I'm showing her the proper way to hold the leash and lead him in, and I'm also encouraging him, good job buddy, good job, the whole way in, kind of making it more of a game than a task. We had to kill the audio. There was a lot of background noise, so we're gonna narrate this the best we can. So here she goes. She's made some adjustments to her plan of attack, and he goes right in for her. He sits down, he's asking her for what's next. And she's over there telling him what a good boy he is, good job. He goes into a down. And she's got some reward for him too. Right back out, we're not rushing, we're walking calmly. And really we just had to adjust a few things to change his perspective of going into the pen. That's really what it was.
I like how now she's able to get the dog into the kennel a whole lot easier than when we first got there.
Yeah. Oh, and Miss Fancy. I think she's 3.5 months old. They got these two puppies close to the same time, but she was very young. So we worked with Apollo on a lot of obedience and things like that. They've then applied what they already learned with Apollo over to Fancy. But obviously, look, she needs a lot of work on that leash. She's ready to just bust through and own the whole place. It's all hers. So there's not a lot of control there. She's very excited. She wants to meet everybody. Apollo wasn't that bad. He was a lot easier.
I think this is pretty typical, though, for I think a lot of people that get puppies see this behavior in their puppies.
Yeah, the world's their oyster. They want to go see and touch and smell everything. So I'm going to kind of give her a test drive. I've not actually worked with Fancy at all. This is my first time. I've seen her, I've met her, but I've not actually done anything with her. And they obviously hit a wall, so they needed to bring her out today and get some help with her. And really, I'm firm with her, but I feel like I'm pretty fair. She is a young puppy. Not going to really get on to her. She doesn't know what I'm trying to get her to do. But I'm going to, fairly firm. We're going this way. All right, good job. And then obviously I'm reinforcing the good stuff with, verbal praise, really. And she starts to catch on. She's got a ways to go, but she does start to catch on. I was really happy with how this ended. And it's only an 8-minute video. We were there for a little over an hour. We just kind of cut out some of the stuff that would bore you guys. So now she's kind of paying more attention. She's still a little jumpy.
I think if everybody watches, this dog starts to really, like right there, bam, she's looking up at you. She's really focused on you. I like that in a puppy. If I can get a puppy walking next to me like that and have them picking their head up looking at me and they got that nice pretty prance going on, like, to me, that's awesome.
Yeah, she was having fun, and all we were doing was walking. She was enjoying it. It wasn't, you know, I'm not dragging her. So I'm just kind of showing them some luring techniques, which they already know. They've done it with their previous dog, but they're having a hard time getting Fancy to connect the actual word down with the lure and everything else. She kind of won't do it without a lure, so I'm just kind of coaching them there. And then, so we're gonna have a rocky start here, really rocky start. And again, I think she's just like, but all those people over there, I need to get to them. Go my way. I don't want to go your way. I'm in charge. I'm the puppy.
And she keeps jumping up after her hand there. That's because she's got treats in her hand. So
yeah,
her handling of the dog is a little bit kind of awkward here.
So yeah, we try to clean that up for her and help her make it a little more smooth.
That's why we're the trainers and they're the clients.
Exactly. And I think she started to really get the hang of it towards the end. The handler, not the dog too, but the handler, she started moving a little more fluidly. They kind of still had some bumps and stuff, but I think as she practices, she's going to get a lot more comfortable, and I think they're going to look really nice together. And that's a lot of it is, you know. I mean, how is it that she can't walk that dog and I can? Well, you know, Jeremy handled the puppy later on too. We make it look easy because this is what we do every day with all different kinds of dogs, not just our own. So for somebody who doesn't do this all the time, you have to practice too. You can't just expect the dog to figure it out. It can be awkward, you know. Some of the movements that we make are real natural to us, and when somebody else turns around and tries to do it, it's really unnatural. Mm-hmm. Like the way I'm correcting her with the leash, trying to get her over to me. That actually takes practice for somebody who's not done it. Knowing when to give and take, knowing when to release the pressure on the leash, not maintaining the pressure, it does take some practice.
Yeah, dog training is very much an acquired skill, so something you got to practice at to get better.
Now she's like, I get it. I know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh,
I'm watching you. What's next, lady?
You want me to walk with you? Okay.
And then I kind of hesitated too. I was like, what are you so interested in right there? No, leave it alone. Come on.
Yeah, she found something on the ground back there she was interested in.
Dead worm. But now she's like, oh, I got it. I'm right here. This is all I have to do. This is great.
So you can see the dog starting to understand to at least stay with you. She's still kind of swapping sides a little bit, but she's starting to understand to stay with you, and when you stop, she has to stop.
Oh, so this is her other human trying to practice what I've taught her. A good puppy.
All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoy. It's just kind of a day in the life behind the scenes at what kind of an early on average training session would look like. So for those of you out there who are dealing with your own little leash demons, don't worry, you're not alone. Give someone like us a call.
That's right, we'll come help you out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to share this video.
Ring the bell.
Thanks, everybody. Jazz hands?
Jazz hands.